Yo, 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 welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. Today on the show, we've got Summer Games Fest, Tom Sachs trying to break the mold, this week's hottest releases, and of course, Hard Pass. Spoiler, it's about Ye. All right, let's start with some hot takes. Adidas is suing Nike over their patents, which include technologies that are found on various apps and sneakers, including the Sneakers app and the HyperAdapt shoes. I know there's a whole lot more to the story, but if I were Nike, I would gladly let Adidas win. Hand them over the PR nightmare that is Sneakers app and just start over. Rory McIlroy unleashed his inner troll towards Greg Norman after he won the RBC Canadian Open.
Yeah, this is a day I'll remember for a long, long time. 21st PGA Tour win, one more than someone else. That gave me a little bit of extra incentive today, and happy to get it done.
Damn. Really wish Rory could have thrown in a Masters jab too, but he got his own memorable collapse at Augusta. Did you guys know that the houses were there before Rory hit it? They have houses, like chilling at Augusta. Man, I'd have the best cookouts there. Ah, well, I know people are fretting about the future of golf or whatever because of the Live exhibition tour, but hey, it'll work itself out. Life, or more specifically, Greg Norman finds a way. Fortnite is adding a grappling hook. Might have to play Fortnite again because the last time that worked out so well.
The controls are so loose. Can I get one of these cars?
Before we move on to the next segment, we here at Hard Pass have prepared the following statement since we are recording this before Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors on winning the NBA Finals, beating the Boston Celtics in 6 or 7 games. It is their 4th championship since 2015, cementing themselves as a dynasty. And of course, shout out to Finals MVP Stephen Curry or Andrew Wiggins. But if the Celtics win, congratulations to the Boston Celtics on winning the NBA Finals, beating the Golden State Warriors in 7 games. It's their 18th championship in franchise history, adding another one to the Celtics dynasty. And of course, shout out to Finals MVP Jason Tatum and or Jaylen Brown. I love how there's players in that cutscene that are not even on the team anymore. Anyway, so it looks like Tom Sachs and Nike are trying to have it both ways with the release of their Nike Craft General Purpose Shoe Collab, aka the Boring Shoes. Well, the release was anything but boring as they promptly sold out at Sachs' website and were reselling at all of our favorite reseller platforms for 5 times their retail price. In anticipation of that, though, Sachs announced that there will be a second wave of the GPS coming soon. He didn't say when specifically, but the blogs are speculating it will be sometime in August. Not only that, Sachs claimed that the shoe will be a perennial, declaring essentially that this is by definition a general release shoe. The problem is, the shoe will sell out like a hyped sneaker each time it drops, and you know what? I think I'm fine with it. It's an attempt to do something different. Look, we all know that the solution to the reseller is twofold. A, Nike just floods the market with enough sneakers, and B, we stop giving resellers money. Option B could actually happen if the world developed enough discipline, but there's no way in hell Nike is doing A because they are not incentivized to do so. Sure, it'd be nice if Jordan 1s or Dunks or whatever rare sneaker you want was just available at retail price, but making too much of everything is like telling Nike to go burn money for our happiness, and no corporation is going to do that. But what they will do is change up their strategy just a little bit. You see, they'll release a shoe that they are marketing as boring and a bit of reverse psychology, drop them in limited quantities, sell them out, announce a re-release, sell them out again, announce another re-release, and so on and so on. They get to claim that they're doing right by us, the public buys into that excuse, and they make money on a boring ass shoe without overexposing them. It's pretty smart, honestly. And no, I still don't want one because a boring ass shoe is a boring ass shoe no matter how common or rare they are. If they really wanted to make these a GR, but not in the same way a Monarch is a GR, put them up for pre-order at the first of each month. Then we'll really see how much demand there really is. All right, it's time for the heat check where we bring you everything that's dropping this week. Thank you to the Sneakers app and Sneaker News for posting these dates. So if y'all got beef or I missed something, blame them. I'm kidding. Don't blame them, but blame them. We have the Air Jordan 9 Black and Particle Gray on the 21st for $200. The Nike KD 14 Valentine's Day for $150. The Nike Zoom Freak 3 Valentine's Day, again, for $120. The Union LA Nike Cortez for $150. The Nike SB Dunk Low Be True on the 22nd for $115. The Air Jordan 1 Low True Blue on the 22nd for $110. The Off-White Nike Air Force 1 on the 23rd for $185 each. And then the Mason Chateau Rouge Air Jordan 2 on the 24th. And then we have the Air Jordan 36 Low Defining Moments on the 24th for $165. And then for our Yeezy of the week, we have the Adidas Adilette 22 on June 23rd for $55. Would Ye take offense to this title? Probably, huh? Well, we'll talk about that in this week's Hard Pass. And then for our pick of the week is the Air Jordan 6 Red Oreo on June 25th for $200. For some reason, this release reminds me of the Air Jordan 6 Slam Dunk, a colorway that was inspired by the classic manga and anime series. Like, I wish there was a version of this that has the 3M printed graphics on the white upper, so it's subtle enough that it's basically a clean white sneaker that only shows off its inspiration on a flash or a backlight. And now for a heat check on E3, or is it Key 3, or Summer Games Fest. This past week was normally the time when the gaming media Illuminati and people who know PR people who work for video game companies would gather at the Los Angeles Convention Center to check out the titles we'll be playing over the next few months, or in some cases, years. Starfield. But because of various factors from declining interest, rising costs, and global pandemics, we haven't had a proper E3 since 2019. Since then, Jeff Keighley, gaming media, wait, no, he's not really media. No, not influencer. He's not like doing TikTok dances. Presenter. Yeah, like how the British like to call their TV host. Anyway, gaming presenter Jeff Keighley has taken on the task of continuing the summer tradition through his Summer Games Fest series, where gaming companies are giving the spotlight to show off what they have coming soon. While the big three of Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony have opted for in-house programming, a trend that began during the later years of E3, they still schedule their biggest presentations during this time frame. So for 99% of the gamers around the world who are unable to attend in-person E3, this time of year was business as usual, albeit with less games because, everybody's catching up. We even got The Rock shamelessly plugging his, energy drink, his gym, and Black Adam.
Stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Enjoy your gaming. What the hell is... Anyway, so this year's Summer Games Fest did have an in-person component in downtown LA, but it was far from the bombastic stage shows of E3's past. I know we poured one out for E3 proper a few months ago on this show, but seeing demo kiosk of games that aren't out yet made me feel a little nostalgic. I don't miss the nerd sweat though. Okay, so let's actually talk about the games. Here's a short list of titles that was shown at Summer Games Fest that the Hard Pass crew are looking forward to. Number 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge on June 16th. Kicking the list off with a title you can already play when this episode goes live. The 6-player online option is going to be chaos on screen, and I can't wait to fight somebody over the right to play Donatello, aka the best turtle of them all. Number 4, Diablo 4 2023. A co-writer special. He never got into the PC clickfest of Diablo 1 or 2, but he absolutely loved Diablo 3 on consoles. Props to Blizzard for nailing that control scheme, but boo to them for releasing Diablo Immortal on mobile, which only makes the wait for proper Diablo 4 even more excruciating. Number 3, A Little to the Left 2022. It's not a sequel to cozy game favorite Unpacking, but it's got the same vibe where you turn ordinary tasks around the house into light puzzles. It's coming out for the Nintendo Switch and Windows via Steam, so here's hoping I'll actually have a Steam Deck by the time the game drops. And yes, we are the type of people who will drop hundreds of dollars on a game console to play cutesy puzzle games. It's a thing. Then number 2 is Street Fighter 6 in 2023. Hey, here's a cool concept. Let's emphasize the street part of Street Fighter for once. We've got the vibrant paint splatters when you do cool moves, an open world component where you pick fights with other citizens online, and Guile finally has eyebrows. I'll be honest, I never noticed Guile didn't have eyebrows before, but now it's all I can see. Eyebrows that flash kick. And then number 1, Starfield 2023. Look, I want to believe. After the disaster that was Fallout 76's launch, shout out to the people who stuck by it because the game is way better now from what I've heard, and my exhaustion with seeing Skyrim on every platform possible, I cannot wait for Starfield, a space epic that will let you travel to over 1,000 full planets and do, well, whatever. It is a Bethesda game after all. Maybe it's No Man's Sky with a more defined story and way more combat. I don't know yet. I just want to believe that a game that promises this much can actually deliver. All right, it's time for this week's Hard Pass, where we take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go. Like people arguing over NBA Finals ratings. It's maybe the single dumbest thing people argue about every year during the finals. I try to avoid it, but it comes up every time I try to Google something about the series. And it's been going on since the days of Magic, Larry, and Michael. Oh, finals ratings are up with Jordan in the finals. Or Kobe and Shaq produced best numbers since MJ. Or ratings tumble as Spurs win another championship. Or LeBron bubbles finals ratings crash. And the latest one? Conservative news outlets score political points by equating low ratings with shit that has nothing to do with basketball, and yet conveniently forget ratings are down across everything, even the Super Bowl, because people are actually streaming or just catching highlights on social media and getting on with their day. It's insufferable, man. Yes, we like it when things that we like are also liked by other people. That's human nature. And for those who are into behind the scenes, biz dev stuff, knock yourself out with pie charts and PowerPoints. But it's just like sneakers, man. Like what you like. Don't worry about what other people like or don't like. Unless you work for the NBA, ratings are irrelevant to your life. The NBA ain't going out of business anytime soon. Their TV deal is up in 2024, and you know what? That deal is going to be so much money, it's going to make all the get work and go broke people or the 90s was better crowd look stupid. So you guys can miss me with that nonsense. All right, this week's actual hard pass goes to Kanye West. Okay, it's not so much a hard pass to Ye, although if you've been paying attention the past few months, conversations about Ye have mostly been limited to Yeezys and his recent signing of Jaylen Brown to his Donda Sports agency. It's been a beautiful, peaceful time, and because it's been a stress-free hard pass since then, we're gonna stick to that. This week's hard pass goes to a quote by Ye made about an upcoming pair of Adidas Adilet slides, the Adilet 22. For the sake of comparison, this is the previous Adidas Adilet slide. Here's what it looked like when they called it the Adilet 2.0, and recently there was a 2.0 collab with Pharrell's Human Race brand. So big change, right? Now look at the Adilet 2.0, the Adilet 22, and the Yeezy side by side. Why is Ye mad again? Yeah, whatever. It's content. According to Adidas via Complex Sneakers, the Adilet 22 is inspired by, quote, 3D topography and human expeditions to Mars, end quote. Personally, I think someone over at Adidas is a huge Joy Division fan, but that's neither here nor there. If you just saw these slides at a Foot Locker, you wouldn't really think twice about it. I personally never think about them except when people get stuck in them. But again, that's neither here nor there. But Ye saw these unknown pleasure-looking ass sandals and, well, we got a vintage Kanye West rant on Instagram. Only thing missing was the beat to Last Call. Anyways, Ye claims he will not stand for this blatant copying and even calls out Adidas CEO Kasper Rorsted. It was a whole thing. Not surprisingly, the post, along with a seemingly ominous follow-up that cites a clause in his contract that states he can do a limited release collection on his own without a competitor, has been deleted. The quote deserves a hard pass because I find it hard to believe that this is the first time Ye has thought that an Adidas product bears a pressing resemblance to his Yeezy. Ever since he signed with Adidas several years ago, the Three Stripes has released a significant number of sneakers that were inspired by Yeezys. The only thing missing was calling them Team Yeezys. From the Tubular Shadow to the Alpha Bounce to variants of the Ultra Boost, it felt like a symbiotic relationship where Adidas and Ye were one and the same. I mean, check out this new Adidas foam runner that everybody thought was a Yeezy branded release. And while Adidas makes Yeezy adjacent sneakers, Ye uses classic Adidas tooling for the Yeezy 500. One borrows from the other and vice versa. Everything's good and copacetic, right? Well, it's all good until Ye decides it's not all good, I guess. It's just another grievance, whether real or deserved or whatever, in a long list that Ye has with Adidas. But what raises my guile eyebrows this time is that people are talking about when Ye Adidas deal is up, which would be in 2026. Personally, I can barely think about the month ahead, so 2026 might as well be 2626, which should be around the time that we get Fallout 5 if Todd Howard's timeline is to be believed. I want to talk about what happens if Ye does leave Adidas in 2026. His posting of that clause about being able to go rogue is no accident. Maybe Ye is already putting together his exit strategy and lining up potential suitors to team up with. He could also be courting investors so he can finally go independent and turn Yeezys into the brand he's always wanted it to be. What that brand is, I don't know, but I can see him giving it a shot before all of it is said and done. Personally, if I was at Vice trolling Ye, I would tell him to go Under Armour or Fila just to prove a point. I would challenge Ye to take these brands that the public has deemed uncool and raise their profile like he's done for Adidas. But also, I would just love to see all of his stans who clowned UA or other lesser brands for so long now to have to force themselves to buy Yeezy branded stuff that has the UA logo. Oh, the excuses they would make and the heel turn they would do on Adidas would be so funny to me. Look, just do it, Ye. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you guys for watching Hard Pass. I am Jacques Slade. I'll see you next week, but not before I leave you with another listener Hard Pass.
I need StockX to win the lawsuit with Nike so Nike can flood the market and destroy StockX. Yeah.
Short and sweet. I like it. But if you would like to leave a slightly longer voicemail next time, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave your social media if you want, and I'll see you next week. Peace.